Right now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I need to talk about religion in D&D real quick.
We got into the whole my mom fucked a dragon discussion again, so BluePopStream.
So, step one, fucking a dragon is not what makes Dragonborn. That is a half dragon, and even though they generally look the same, they are different. Shut up. That's not my world building. That's 5th edition bullshit.
Well, they could be anything from like slightly scaled elf to full-on Dragonborn style appearance.
Yeah.
Or some horrific amalgamation of one arm being a dragon's arm, the other one being normal.
I think I fought that thing in Elden Ring.
I was about to say.
I know people who became that thing in Elden Ring.
That guy had a head of a dragon on his arm.
By the way, I got a chance to try out Night Rain, the network test, a couple days ago. It is pretty fun.
What the fuck?
I don't know. What the fuck?
You did just
fell off my desk.
You did just elbow your desk.
I did elbow my desk. That's true. Anyway, so the topic of discussion is gods. Because we made fun of the guy playing a religious character believing something that is not based in reality. I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. The gods actually fucking exist. There is incontrovertible proof in world that the gods exist. Clerics having magic.
Yep.
Beyond that, there are still people who are essentially atheists in that they don't believe that the gods are powerful. They are called iconoclasts.
Present.
My good buddy over here, Katsuro, who are like, yes, they are powerful people. They are not worthy of worship.
I actively steal their power, as a matter of fact. That's how I work.
This is all, the only place that this is specifically written down, in my knowledge, in a 5th edition book, is in the plane shift. The ancient Greece plane in Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know that
Gideon's from. Anyway, it's the place with the. It's all based on ancient Greece.
I've only been playing Magic for a month and a half. I don't know shit yet.
The only thing I know in Magic is
with the way the game is played. People will make jokes about it as games happen. That's the closest it comes to actually fucking mattering for playing Magic together.
The only plane I know that's in Magic the Gathering is the one where the Fexelon is, or whatever they're called.
Phyrexians?
Phyrexian, that's it.
I was fully ready for you to make a reference to an actual plane, like a vehicle.
No.
Oh, the Boeing 737, it falls out of the sky.
Sure. Also, speaking of Magic, the Final Fantasy set got another preview today, which is fun.
Yeah.
Is it a set, or is it just a secret lair?
No, it's a whole set, with 4 or 5 different commander decks and booster packs and whatever.
Pharaohs.
Okay.
Pharaohs is what it's called.
Pharaohs Sirius, the Lighthouse Dungeon?
Wait, you said ancient Greece and it's named Pharos.
Pharaohs. Theros.
Oh, okay. I said Pharaohs, and I'm like, that is...
Egypt
Pharaohs
is Amonkhet, and they also have very real, tangible gods.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They got corrupted as shit. There's one cat god.
Well,
she's the white god.
There are two.
I only know about that because
Azeroth also a cat?
Because Kathleen from Loading Ready Run plays it. We should actually play D&D and not talk about other things and go on a million-year-long tangent.
Planeshift Theros has a blurb about iconoclasts in Theros specifically. I've just assumed that to apply to everything because, again, the gods are tangibly, provably real. And they're the people who deal with, the god you most closely identify with or whatever, is who comes and, claims your soul from essentially purgatory after you die.
Which basically means that in this world, the people who don't believe in gods are the crazy kooks.
Yes.
Yeah, and in general, they're yeah, they exist. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What those gods ever do for me?
Literally made your race.
In my case, that is not true.
No, you're correct. Your race exists for other reasons. You're kind of mad about
fuck
it.
the dragon.
Because mom fucked dragon. The conversations come full circle.
I mean,
Eh?
to be entirely honest, in terms of the race, that's actually true.
I mean, they got fucked by dragons, metaphorically.
The first Dragonborn were made by the dragons using the eggs of like traitors of their kind to turn into a servile species. So quite literally, they are the children of dragons, hence the name. But they hate dragons.
They hate dragons because dragons made them unpaid
I
interns.
love my dragons, so there.
Unpaid interns who aren't allowed to leave.
Oh.
Well, I love my dragon. He's a good dragon.
You're right, Bahamut is. Anyway, what happened last session, Hank?
Shopping episode.
After a dramatic run-in with an anglerfish.
Yeah. We got into port, and then we had a shopping episode, and then we slept, and now we're rolling to find out if my shield gets destroyed and my flamethrower gets destroyed.
I've already bought my Helix kit, by the way.
Okay, cool. Korrath, I know, has a thing he wants to do.
Yes. But that's all I remember from the session.
We didn't actually rest once we got into town. I am currently sitting at Shale's Rest. I don't know what everyone else is doing. I think
I went ahead to secure our room.
I tried to sleep outside, and I got told to go to the inn.
Yep. I went ahead to secure our lodgings at the Shale Inn.
Yeah, so I went. I'm back at the inn now.
Okay, cool. Is that everyone at the inn then?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Roll initiative.
Barry is mad at you for some
give him
reason.
ideas.
Yeah. So you guys are at the inn. Is there anything anyone particular wants to do tonight?
I want to see if anyone is gambling.
I mean, I got a set of cards we could play.
Yeah, I want to see if anyone's like rolling dice.
Give me a perception check.
Perception check. All right.
It's a loud, bustling place. Like, might not be able to see.
How well do you see gambling?
10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, you look around and like, again, it's pretty busy. You think you might see a group that is doing some sort of gambling. You're not sure exactly what they are doing to gamble. But you can certainly go check it out.
I don't go and sit down, but I go and like examine what they're doing. Like I go in and go over to them, and
you see that they are, in addition to like the chatter that is happening, they are playing a game that involves cards, and some of the cards look like dragons, and there's coins involved and all that shit.
They're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
They are playing a little game called 3 Dragon Ante that I also have in my closet.
Dungeons.
Jesus.
I have never properly learned how to play this, but we saw it at a store and said, yeah, let's do it.
I respectfully decline joining them and move away because I am not interested in learning how to play a whole ass card game right now.
That's valid. I was not even remotely thinking we should have just.
That's what I thought you were gonna do since you brought it out.
He says, slowly putting.
I'm like, we're fully going into mini game mode.
No, I have played like Liar's Dice and stuff in the middle of D&D sessions. That's super easy. All you need is 5d6. Now, that only works with physical d6 that everyone can see, so it really only works at an actual table.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've only ever played high-low.
Yeah.
With fake dice.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, you kind of can in this, using, like, private roles and shit.
Yeah.
But then you can't do that with NPCs, because It's almost impossible for someone to metagame that.
Mm.
I'm getting a message. I'm getting a phone call from potential fraud. I wonder if I should answer this.
Yes, my best friend potential.
My best friend, fraud. Hello, Mr. Fraud.
Okay, so yeah, cool. Anyone else want to do anything in the inn before bed?
I'm just gonna be like, well, I'll walk away, and I go to bed.
Is Barry or Barry's father here?
Barry is not, but her father is around, whose name I actually forget and should really write down somewhere.
His name is Steve.
No.
The only thing that's been named Steve this entire time was your fish.
Yeah, well, Alex's fish.
No, she did not put her biography in here, so give me a moment. How far back do I have to go to find conversation with her? Just the part where I say roleplay amongst yourselves.
I think Simon's pretty much just sitting at his table, enjoying everyone's company, saying hi to anyone he recognizes, and just enjoying a nice, chill evening where hopefully no violence happens.
Hey, Simon, roll a d4.
Okay.
Ordell is his name.
Roll a d4 again.
Caltrops. Shit.
Can
I rolled
ask-
them, but I think I won anyway.
Yeah.
How much would I have to spend to have about 3 plates of decent amount of meat given to Katsuro? He's hungry.
I mean,
It's been a while since he's had real food.
oh, so you're just like shoveling it in your face.
Yeah.
He hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry
They have
dragon.
unintentionally been a dig at Korrath's cooking. That was not intended. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna cry in the corner. Don't worry.
You already went to bed.
I imagine this could realistically be one of those situations of like you give a large, like, you walk into a bar, you give someone a 50 and say keep the drinks coming.
Sure.
You may have misheard me. You may have thought I asked for a lot of bacon and eggs. What I would like is all of your bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs you have. But you essentially do that.
Does this look like a man who has had all he can eat?
So the question at that point becomes, how long do you want to eat for?
Constitution save.
Honestly, I was going to say, it has been that long. He's probably going to be eating a frankly absurd amount, and that would make sense to have him roll one.
Cool.
If you roll a natural one now and you just fucking throw everything up.
You
say
Oh
that,
my God!
and it happens.
Oh my god, yes.
I blame you for this overkill.
so Katsuro, you pay 2 gold for like the best meal you can possibly get at this place. And it's just like, you get those platters at like the bar and grill that is just a mountain of food, and they say like, if you eat this all in an hour, your meal's free or whatever.
Oh, one of those challenges.
Yeah, it's kind of that sort of thing. There's some good fish in there, good like beef. Like, there's expensive meats in here. You start eating, and you get like,
Please don't burn down the building.
no. You get like 6, 8, 10 bites in, you realize I'm full, and this is delicious food. But you're just like, I'm full because you have been imprisoned for so long without having eaten real food or whatever. Like, your stomach can't hold all of this. You're not used to eating large amounts of food at one time.
Your stomach's learned to eat itself.
Kind of, or like it just shrank, which is a thing that happens. So yeah, that's what happens with that now one. You're not going to throw anything up. You're not like burning anything. Don't worry.
Okay.
I don't like fumbles because they're just not fun. And like, your stomach isn't your like breath weapon fuel source, really.
Yeah, fair. It's
Like,
just a
in
fucking
my-
thing that have happened. So
Yeah, in like my personal sort of headcanon for how like especially dragon breath weapons works is like a green dragon has a poison gland that generates the poison. A black dragon somehow creates acid within itself. Red
just
dragons. Fair.
is here where I should actually mention they have actually explained to some degree how that works, and there is a portal to the respective elemental plane within every dragon.
Oh Jesus!
I don't like that,
Oh.
and I'm not gonna have that canon in this world because I think
Valid.
I was just gonna say like a fire sac loose, like adjacent to your lungs.
I like the
way I
the
was gonna say
movie
it is they have a
Aragorn.
sac that is essentially like a flammable liquid, and there are organs in their throat that strike together to ignite it.
Did you ever watch the movie Aragorn? There's a scene where there's a red dragon that spits fire, and there's like two glands right behind the fangs, and the two chemicals meet together, and that's what causes the fire. That's how they do it in the movie.
When two chemicals love each other. Very
I've heard
much.
that. There's also like, has anyone seen Sucker Punch?
Nope.
Yes, I saw that as well.
There's the scene where they're like trying to find like the fire, and in the, I think it's like 3 dream states down. It's a mindfuck of a movie. Watch it. It's really good. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything important. And I'm really not. You're 3 dream states down. Don't worry about it.
Well, since he can't finish this food, he's going to offer it to the rest of the people at the table.
Okay. Yeah, they get essentially like gemstones out of a dragon's throat that, when struck together, a brilliant flame appears.
That's hot.
Simon is happy to accept a share of any food that is not bird meat.
Oh, it's KFC
I like
though,
that.
man.
Take inspiration there, Simon.
I think I've mentioned that before, but yeah. I have.
As someone who has raised birds, no bird will actually turn away bird meat.
Correct. Very correct. Chickens will eat literally themselves if they are hungry enough.
Yeah,
Like auto cannibalism.
I've seen chickens eat an egg they literally just had. They just laid.
Chickens are fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So cool. Anything else anyone wants to do tonight?
No.
No, I'm good.
I think we're good.
Okay. So you all end up resting. Who was it secured the rooms?
I went ahead and did that.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna say it was like, are you getting each of you a private room?
Whoever wants one, we've got plenty of money.
If he didn't get me a private room, I'm getting a private room.
If they're available, then I'll get rooms for each of us.
Yeah.
You, for like, there's 5 of you, including Kiri. 5 private rooms will probably run you like 5 gold for the night.
Okay, I'll cover it.
Cool. That does include breakfast in the morning.
Cool.
I immediately go to my room and I, carefully take off my armor and hang it up and clean off whatever smudges and like burn marks and whatever's on it from the previous battle we just had.
In Smith's tools.
Well, I'm just like wiping it down. I'm not repairing it.
Okay.
Like, I'm just like
Wiping
whatever
it until the stain goes away.
Yeah, like I'm just cleaning it essentially. I'm not
Okay. Sure. I'm just.
I'm not taking the hammer and undenting it.
Yeah.
Polishing it to a mirror sheen.
Yeah.
Cool. Spit shine.
Yeah, basically.
Maybe not from a red dragonborn, actually.
Oh, guys, I burned the inn down again. I'm sorry.
I forgot that I was red again.
Oh God. Oh, a red dragon.
I thought I spit cleaning fluid.
Oh man, I thought I was a Mr. Clean dragon.
Again, unfortunately, that is actually a thing.
Did I mention that I was the great clean dragon?
There's
Right.
that blows bubbles as his breath.
The bubble dragon.
So yeah, you clean up your armor. Looks pretty nice. You probably say some sort of prayer to Bahamut, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I set up my prayer book and prayer for the night.
Cool.
Gonna do after night for myself. I'm going to spend about an hour in the morning doing the meditation thing.
Cool. Sounds good. You do that.
I'm going to assume I'm not going to have to roll for that one because it'd be weird to have two this close together. So
Yeah. I was gonna say you don't get a vision this time. Yeah. All right. And then so you all get a long rest, no problem. It's kind of nice to be in like a civilized town like this.
I'll fucking say. I can see without having a mote of fire hanging next to my face.
The next morning, you all eventually get up, come downstairs, etc. Have your little breakfast. That is essentially just like runny porridge, but it was included with your room. If you want a fancier breakfast, you can try and go find one elsewhere. But this is what's offered right now.
This is fine.
I eat.
What is the plan for the day?
Well, one
You
thing
go
we
get
have
my shield.
one thing we have to do today is turn in Finch's head.
Yeah,
That too.
one of you guys needs to go talk to the admiral or whoever to give that update on. Plus, inform them that that other guy lived through the attack. I think.
But we should go get my gear first in case some sort of event happens while we're setting up.
What do you mean first? Both of you go.
I mean,
To
yeah,
your own
well, either.
places.
No, what I mean is, like, let's say
In case combat
know.
happens to break out.
in case some sort of, I don't know, vampire guy shows up and kills the king.
And after this,
So-
in our line of work, after this long, you can honestly never be too careful.
Yes.
So, gotta go turn in the head. Gotta go get a
Yes.
shield.
Yes.
And you want to potentially warn that someone might show up to try to kill the king.
No. No. Who killed? Like,
He's
okay,
just
so you know when Alex died
spitballing
and
potential.
Mike showed up?
Yes.
Yeah, that happened, and that's what I'm alluding to.
He's worried that we're
Mm.
going to get attacked in town again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just generic battle paranoia.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. You might want to see someone about that, buddy.
No.
It's only
Last time I saw something about that, I got into a fight.
Look, Montu, as much as I want to say you're not going to pull that again this soon, there has been exactly one time more that we haven't been attacked in town than when we have.
Fair.
He's crossing it off. He's like, no, never mind.
I'll just rip this out of the book.
We got the whole day. I don't mind stopping
You're
to.
getting too smart.
We can resolve. We pick up your shield first, and then go turn in the head. We got the whole day.
Yeah.
I guess I'll use this time to say this is when I'm going to buy my healer's kit. And
Yep.
ideally he's going to look for a botany place, looking for herbs rather than
All right. Did I mark on my sheet that I bought that cooking thing? No, I didn't. I need to mark that down.
If he's doing something related to botany, maybe Kai, you should go with him. Maybe you could be of some assistance.
Yeah, quite possibly. As long as he doesn't mind me.
I'll mark that down later. I have to go through the character mancer or whatever it's called.
Character mancer.
There, you could just go to the equipment shop from the dots and buy it.
Yep.
Oh no, I have to add it to my sheet, and I don't know where to do that.
The equipment shop and buy it.
I am a wizard specializing in character mancy.
I quite literally meant if you click the 3 dots on your character sheet up in the top corner, there's a button that says equipment shop. You can buy from there. It even
Oh, I didn't see that.
up your inventory.
I did not see that.
Oh, neat. I've never looked there either.
Cook utensils. There we go.
Fun.
And yes, you are welcome to come. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, is there any other particular shopping you guys want to do, or are you just like we're free to handle that like off screen?
Well, you should probably say where Kiri's going.
And Kiri decides she'll tag along with you as well.
I already bought everything I needed. I bought my potions and stuff before.
Yep. So, cool. You go to turn in the head of Commodore Finch.
I think the plan was to pick up his shield first.
Oh, you want the shield first?
Yeah.
Or at least just swing past the shield first?
Yeah.
Cool. You head over to George.
Yep.
Go see George.
George.
You can hear him tinkering away in his shop as you approach. You remember how to get back there pretty well. This is the house that the guards told you to piss off from.
Yep, pretty much. I remember.
Follow back the stream of piss.
Yeah. So you get back there. You can hear the sound of like tinkering in the shop, but the doors are closed.
I politely.
I was gonna say. Remember, this is at his house, like his.
Yes, I politely knock on the door.
You're here, and that bit of a like tool setting down. He comes and opens the door. It's like, yes, a little earlier than I expected, but well, I'm still working on this shield flamethrower thing that you wanted.
Oh, you're still working on it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like an estimated time of when it will be ready? Like noon-ish or whatever? So I don't have to keep coming back to check on it?
He pauses for a moment. Well, things are going reasonably well right now. I would check back at like maybe around sundown.
Sundown? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I will be back around then.
All right. Closes the door and you hear him walk back to his bench. Actually, over his shoulder, you could see that like the hole was drilled in the shield. Flamethrower was not yet mounted to it. Like the hose of the flamethrower was detached from like the tank mechanism. He's definitely in the process of figuring things out.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. I look over at Ichi. It's like he's not ready yet. He will be ready till later tonight. So we should go do the whole rest of the mission. Get all that squared away.
Sure.
All right. You head over to where you turned in
Razor Gum's head.
Yeah. Razor Gum's head. Get back. Like, it was like the Navy headquarters, I said, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. You head back in there. And the clerk there is like, yes, what can I help you with?
We are here to report another successful mission, and I assume I have it in a storage container, and I just I present the head
I'm
of.
sure we threw it in a bag of holding again.
Yeah, so I like fish it out and not like slam it on the desk like a barbarian, but just like try and like
money.
Just like show just enough of it so that he can the clerk I'm talking to can confirm what it is and just go, I present to you the second head of one of the pirate lords that we have defeated, of one Commodore Finch.
Oh, you'll be looking for the Admiral then, yes?
Yes, if they're
Yes.
available.
All right, one moment. He turns and he like checks a bank of panels that seem to have like glows in them. It's like, it looks like the Admiral's not in yet. Is there somewhere she could reach you, perhaps?
My companions and I are checked in at the Shale Inn currently, so they could probably find us there.
Shell's Rest.
Shale's Rest.
All right. And he like double checks the address on you just to make sure that he'd be able to track you down reasonably well. Sure. I imagine a runner will come to find you at some point, or at least leave a message there. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well. Either me or
Nods.
one of my allies will be probably there at all time. We'll make sure to have at least one person there.
And like he took at least your two names as well for like a yeah, so he'd be able to find you as well. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to do in town?
Well, the two of us were off.
Right, you're shopping.
Yeah, buying the herbs and stuff for the medical kit.
Yeah.
I'll mix them into stuff as we go through the days. So.
Yep. Sounds good. If you this is just buying like a healer's kit, right?
Yes,
Or
I've already
yeah.
actually bought it and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I figured because I've also seen people want to do like crafting for like healing potions and stuff, and I'm not opposed to that. I just don't want like to have to sit down and do the nitty gritty of like we get XYZ herb and XYZ whatever.
Oh yeah, no.
Because like
It's
Especially
just
not-
herb and blue mushroom, actually. That's all it is.
If we were playing like longer sessions, I wouldn't mind getting into stuff like that. But we have 2
Yeah.
hours per
Yeah.
session.
And also, if
So
we're
it's just
recording
saying,
it for
how
content.
much are you spending on reagents? And then as you're crafting, we'll just like deduct from there. Anyway, yeah. Moving on.
Your camera keeps going out on the stream.
Oh, sorry.
Is it?
No, it's fine. I just had a different window up and that was covering that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Awesome. Yeah. So you guys get your shopping done. And we will say at like that afternoon, you get back to the Shale's Rest altogether again. And someone said the bartender says, "Oh, there was a message brought by for you. Simon, right?
Yes?
Yeah. Birdman."
Yes.
And he pulls up a little like scrap of parchment and says, "Report to the Armada at before end of day." Something about an admiral wants to see you. Did you get in trouble?
Oh, no, this is just us turning in our mission.
Oh, well.
Let's head
Yeah,
down
no,
on the counter. See, look, dead guy.
You what the? You guys really can't just go flashing that thing around to everybody.
Add the cleaning of the table to our tab.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The adventure is always so crass.
And so this is like early afternoon, like say 1 o'clock ish. Who wants to go? Does everyone just want to go together?
I'll go
I
with
mean,
this.
I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go on the way, pick up my shield on the way. You said by the end of day, so we'll go like.
Well, I mean, it sounds like end of day would be before sundown.
Oh, I guess yeah. Well, end of day would be like yeah, yeah. I guess you're right.
But
I would
right.
still go.
yeah, we might as well all go.
We'll all go.
Cool. So you all head down to the Armada building. Sim clerk is there. He's looking a little bit more like bedraggled. Like he's been at work for the better part of the day at this point. He's like, yes, you got our message then?
We did.
All right. Let me just send a message. He punches something on that screen with all like the glowing stones on it. If you head down this hallway, up the stairs, third door on the left, there's a little waiting room. The attendant will be waiting for you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Simon nods and turns to head that way.
Yeah, you follow the directions, head into the little waiting room. Attendant comes out and says, yes, okay. Come on, right back. It's like as you sit down, the door opens for this person to come in and get you.
Oh, I was gonna try and sneak away and look around.
I mean, you can absolutely try if you, or like just not go in with your friends.
No, I
you-
don't want to raise a stink because there
Are you in
Oh,
full armor? is
Are
my
you
question
still
as well.
wearing your armor?
I'm wearing just my breastplate.
Okay. You don't have like a shield or anything with you.
No, I don't. Well, no, I don't have any shields. No.
Well, obviously,
Fair.
the shield wouldn't be with him, Monty. What the?
Doesn't he have 2 shields?
Keeping it in
I do have 2 shields. I don't have the other one. I don't have the other one. I left it back at the inn.
Cool. Sounds good. So you head through into the main office. The admiral is there. So sitting at her desk and says, I hear you have something for me?
Yes. Is this the same admiral that we reported Razorgum to?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. In fact, I have a second head for your ever-growing collection of
Oh,
pirate
God.
lords.
Like,
All right.
he puts the head down. I call.
This is when you go splat.
I was gonna say you put the head down. I cast speak with the dead on it.
I mean, if you want to, you absolutely can.
It's been more than 3 days.
I don't think so.
2 days to sail here from the island. 1 day.
This is the third day.
Oh, I could technically.
Dawn of the
I
third
can
day.
tell her that if you want information out of the head, I can do speak with dead on it right now, and you can get all the information you want out of it.
5 questions.
Well, yeah. So I tell her that.
I don't see where it says the 3-day thing.
You're the one who said that earlier. You
Did I?
specifically, as the DS. You said that when Alex died.
I have no memory of that.
I'm just reiterating what you told me. So as the DM, I have to take your word for it.
Considering both that and the way that Alex died, that
Yeah.
day dying, it may be something completely unrelated to the spell that you're thinking of.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, why would a spell have a 3-day cooldown?
Can I say this without giving anything away? No, I can't. That spell failed not because of the time limit. There are necromancy like resurrection spells that will fail if the body's been dead too long. For example, Revivify requires the corpse to have been dead no more than 1 minute.
Oh yeah, the 3-day thing might have been thinking of how we were trying to get the prince's soul back.
Oh, maybe.
That is 100% it. Okay. That being said, yeah. I'm just like reading the description for the spell, and there's a line that says, the spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. So,
Well,
anyway. Yeah.
Oh, so any individual corpse can't have speak with dead done to it without a 10-day timer.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's
So what he was thinking of
not
is
like-
was not fully wrong.
it's not like a corpse has to be so fresh.
Yeah.
Like a spell not valid if seal is broken.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's if the spell has been cast on the corpse within the last 10 days, you can't again.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to do this?
Oh, well, I asked her if she wants me to do it.
I can't think of any questions I would ask that wouldn't just be insults to him, really. And that just feels disrespectful to the dead.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a little disrespectful. You're right.
Valid.
we should probably inform you. Your men jumped the gun and decided to attack the island a touch early, ahead of the aid we had promised, or they had promised, I should say. You haven't. I was not present for that conversation. And I believe we succeeded in saving at least one of them, though I don't recall what happened to him after we did so.
I see. Neither of those captains have reported any news back. Actually, as far as I'm aware, none of the sailors either. So, thank you for at least some news of what happened, and that if that is the case, then that would explain why we haven't heard anything, because I imagine it went poorly for them.
Yeah.
Now, as for the matter of a reward for this, now, there, of course, was not a posted bounty the way there was with your business over Razor Gum, but you have done a great service. This man was actually a traitor to the crown, having once served in the Navy. Actually, defected went absent without leave with a ship and her crew.
Wow, dick move.
That is correct. Would you accept the sum of? And she kind of like reaches out, thinks for a moment. Takes out a parchment and a quill. Like, would you accept the sum of 5,000 gold?
I look around and see how everyone else feels.
I'm okay with it. We could use that to pay off the crew.
Katsuro is busy looking at whatever bag of holding happens to have the dragon's head in it, thinking about something.
I mean, I won't say no to more money. We could use it to pay the crew. We could buy supplies. Yeah, sure.
Guy, any thoughts?
Actually,
Guy's not much of a haggler, so he's probably just fine with the 5,000.
All right.
Out of character, remember the bounty on Razor Gum was 30,000.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
I mean, it's true that there wasn't a posted bounty, so we can't really.
Can I roll persuasion and see if I can persuade a little more money, like 15,000?
You can try.
I
I will say your ask is going to affect the DC.
I am also proficient in persuasion,
Sure.
so
You still have to
Montu.
pose it in words.
Yes.
Katsuro is going to reach into whichever bag of holding we have that has the dragon's head into it and pull this out and say, "Oh, they also killed this," and pull that out and set it down.
Pulls out a dragon head.
wait. I was gonna say, did we put the dragon head inside Kiri's bag? But no, I guess
Kiri would be with us.
Kiri's with you. Kiri's with you.
yeah, we had to roll for Kiri to get it out.
Oh fuck! Really?
Why did you do this?
See, usually I'm telling Kiri to roll because she's just looking for something.
Oh, okay.
Anything.
I rolled a
She's like,
17.
what's in my bag? You know what you're looking for in Kiri's bag.
Okay.
In Kiri's bag.
Yeah.
Where was this?
It was under the island. It was a dragon that had me enslaved down there for a few weeks. So that's why I'm here.
There was a cave system under Tisbaga.
Interesting. Interesting. Unfortunately, I am not authorized to purchase things like this, although I imagine there would be some very interested parties at the Ulminster Academy. They often will purchase such things for study, for alchemical or magical components, things like that. I imagine you would probably want to speak with really any of the faculties there.
I'm sure Katzer will enjoy having his captor's head taken apart for science.
Oh, very much so.
I actually want to try and make a poison bottle out of the gland and that green dragon. I just thought about it, but I don't think I can.
Well, maybe you can ask the people at the academy to do it.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I was thinking about that just now.
That gland would not be in its head.
Oh, I guess not,
huh? The Admiral kind of listens to everything you're saying and says, I imagine they would even simply pay you for the location of the rest of it. That's my understanding.
That one is still usable. It was set on fire last I saw.
Oh, the rest of the body is gone.
I mean, dragons often have some form of resistance to flame, as far as I'm aware. So they may even send.
Are there bones left? I don't remember.
Well, there's bones. Probably bones.
Oh, bones would definitely have survived.
Like the head itself does have like skin and scale and all of that still on it. So like parts. Kai, how long did you leave that wall of fire up? Did we ever establish?
I don't quite remember, to be honest.
I don't think he ever turned it off. It's still going to this day.
That's not how the spell works. The spell has a maximum.
How well cooked is he?
Cannon. Leave me alone.
I think it's a maximum of a minute.
How well cooked was that dragon?
We deep fried that dragon.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, dragon's deep fried, but that's it. So, yeah, she says, so I absolutely cannot go any higher than 7,000 gold for the head of Finch.
I lean and go 7,500.
Let's not get too greedy. I understand it's not as much as the last one, but the last one was an official posted bounty, so I'm willing to be nice here. For the sake of I'm willing to be nice here for the sake of maintaining a good relationship with the Navy.
7,000.
All right, I'll take 7,000.
I clam him up with one hand, and with the other I gesture to the.
As soon as she says 7,000 a second time, I go, all right, 7,000.
I apologize for him.
Like signs it off as a big old stamp, like wax stamp on it. Just take this to the Bursar again. They'll help you out. Yes, I wish you well. I would leave Finch's head. There are things we will do with that.
Simon chooses to not think too hard about that sentence.
Understand this, but do not. So what'd you say? Sorry.
Simon chooses to not dwell too hard on the phrasing of that sentence.
That's what I literally was like, no.
Too easy.
After Korrath trying to push for that extra money, Katsuro is going to mutter a certain phrase under his breath. Montu knows what the phrase is.
What?
All right. He quietly insulted Korrath in Draconic.
Wait, I know Draconic, though.
Doesn't mean you heard what the fuck I said.
Perception check.
I was going to say.
No.
Nope.
You ain't heard shit. Yeah.
The dice keep hitting the corners of the map and just immediately they don't roll. They just like land flat and they stop there. And it's really annoying.
Yeah, she essentially like dismisses you and warns you not to just walk around with a green dragon head in hand.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stuff it back in the bag.
Cool. She's like, anyway, I am a busy woman. I apologize for the delay in seeing you, but yeah, I imagine my next appointment is probably waiting out in the hallway there.
No worries.
I didn't know.
Yes, of course.
Thank you
Of
for your
course.
time.
We will leave now. Thank you for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day.
She gives you a brief nod, like just a quick, yep. Carry on.
And we take
And
our parchment back down to the desk.
Yeah, I take my leave.
Yeah, you head to Bursar's desk. They get you your money. They actually bring it out to you in gold coins, whereas last time they brought it out the 30,000 in platinum. 7,000 gold is not light.
Yeah.
7,000 gold is one.
So I'm thinking 1,000
seventh-
each, and the
one
other 2,000
seventh
for the ship and crew.
Yeah. And then
Sorry,
we need
what?
to go buy. And we need to go buy supplies.
I hate like 50 coins is a pound.
You should divide that by 5.
Well, I was thinking like because there's 5 of us, so 1,000 each, and the other 2,000 for the ship and crew.
Yeah.
That is a ridiculous sum of gold to give to the shipping crew.
You could also try and upgrade your ship.
Oh, that's an idea.
Oh, new cannons? I'm all about that.
Oh yeah, let's deck the ship out.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some of my actual gold and buy some cannons and stuff.
I'm just gonna take my share.
That's fine.
Right.
I'm gonna go and upgrade I'm gonna go to the dock before the end of day, and go and see if there's a place where our ship is moored and see what we can do to upgrade the ship.
Oh, give me a moment here.
Whoops.
And Katsuro is going to do the sort of tourist thing because he's never been over on this part of the world before. He's going to just wander off into town.
He's the kind of tourist that walks around with a fucking camera on his neck.
Kiri joins you for that. Because she's also just wants to see the world kind of person.
She's also a sightseeing touristy.
Yeah. So Korrath, who's going with Korrath to try and find things for the ship?
I'll go.
Kai is going to go spend some time with the Displacer Kitty.
All right. Sounds
Displacer
good.
Go do some more hunting and that kind of fun stuff with it.
Oh, did
Cool.
we forgot to check on the Goblin Kid at
Oh
The
yeah,
ship.
Izzy or is it whatever his name was?
Is it?
Izzy. It's
Izzy.
been so long.
So cool. Touristy stuff. I will have you roll something in a little bit. See if you find anything interesting. Yeah, and also like, is there any particular sort of thing you would be looking for?
No, he just wants to find something interesting.
Cool. Sounds good.
He- If the hacky sack thing on the island wasn't a point, he is easily bored.
Makes sense. Korrath.
We have an
and
ADHD dragon.
Simon. I feel like I have 2 in the party.
You definitely do.
You guys head to buy some ship equipment.
Yeah, ship equipment, not shit.
I said ship.
I know,
some
but you know.
shipment.
Okay, let me try and find 5E. Cannons.
I am annoyed that I've watched Russian Badger recently because the second
my God.
he said ship,
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
heard krill issue on shrimpment, and I'm
Yeah,
annoyed.
grill issue on shrimp mint.
Fuck.
The video in question is named "Getting My Ass Kicked by Divorced Dads."
What the fuck?
Russian Badger, everybody.
Russian Badger, everyone.
I don't know what that is.
It's a YouTube.
He's a YouTuber that does very elaborate source filmmaker reviews of video games. Like he has like a 3D mocap suit and everything.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and they're really really well made and really really funny.
And somewhat informative on top of it all. So
I mean, informative depending on the game.
That's my favorite kind of informative. Somewhat.
Unless it's Call of Duty, then he's just like, it's Call of Duty. Do I need to tell you how to play Call of Duty?
Shoot guy until you die.
Throw bullet at enemy really fast.
I really love when the Game Grumps played Resident Evil Village because they just loved Heisenberg's voice. And one of the funniest shits they says, "I'm gonna take these bullets and put them in people at high speeds."
All right, cool. That isn't finding me what I wanted to find.
are you?
I haven't watched Game Grumps in like 7 years, except for like the very occasional like Monopoly Let's Play that show up once in a while when they do that.
I haven't watched Game Grumps in 7 hours.
Yeah, because you're a fucking simp.
Yes, and
And that's all. Listen, Game Grumps, you know how they don't do face cams? They should do VTuber avatars.
well, they do live action stuff when they do 10-minute power hour.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I'm talking about like for their content, for their gaming content.
There's one April Fool's video they did where it was just
It
their
was
face cam.
only face cam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they were playing a Wii U game.
it was a Zelda game.
Was it a Zelda game? I thought it was well, Zelda is on the Wii U,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
all right.
What have you been doing?
Look, I've kind of tried to have some sort of like basis for weapons and shit. Let me see here.
When I last looked up what a cannon does, it was like 16d6 damage. But that was, but like that was like a heavy cannon with like, you know, like on the side of a mountain type of cannon.
On the side of a mountain?
Yeah, like you know how they could put encampments down.
Mm.
You wouldn't put this cannon on a ship. Let me put it that way. It would blow a hole through the ship when you fire it.
Fun.
It would like dig a hole, like you fire it, and instead of the cannonball coming out, the cannon would fire through the bottom of the ship. You know.
The cannonball would fire the cannon.
Okay. Here down at the docks. Could I get a either charisma investigation check or I want to say some kind of intelligence check if you have your proficiency in like sea vehicles.
22 charisma intelligent investigation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just like you kind of ask around like sailors at the docks where you might find some like better equipment for your ship. They point you towards a like there's a shipyard at the opposite end of the harbor. And
Oh,
they tell you there you might be able to get some upgrades, maybe cannons, maybe this, that, and the other thing. If I'm remembering correctly, you guys have a sailing ship, correct?
yes, we have
So?
sails.
They're talking like specific type of ship. You and I.
Marcus, you would know this.
Not off the top of my head, I don't. And I'm not there, so.
I don't exactly have our ship stats written down anywhere.
Yeah, same.
Anything here? No. Okay, cool. Just not.
Do we
Yeah.
not have a
no.
Caravel?
Oh, it's a caravan. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Where the fuck?
I know what that is because of Sid Meier's colonization.
100-ton cargo capacity, 30 crew, 20 passengers.
Yep. Yes.
Sturdy vessels.
Yep. Okay. But I think I gave you like 4 cannons and 2 ballista or something.
Well, how
2
about
ballistae.
before we look into the cost of upgrading anything on our current ship, let's maybe check the price of maybe upgrading to a bigger and better ship entirely.
Ooh,
That's
that is an
more
option.
money than we probably have.
Well, let's find out how much it
Okay.
is.
Let me break out a couple books. Now do I have them here? This is good.
Although I
I
do
don't
have a lot of
know.
platinum.
As much as we are relatively low-level adventurers, we have a lot of gold. Like,
have
more
a
than a
lot
lot
of
of
gold.
cities tend to have.
Yeah.
That's why I
have
thought
a
we should at
bag of
least
holding
check.
filled with platinum, so I don't want to hear it.
As much as this may not seem like a lot of gold when we're looking at like magical enchanted items, this probably could buy a pretty good ship.
Yeah, probably.
So a warship is 25,000 gold.
See?
That's actually not that bad, actually.
A galley, which is faster, a little bit bigger, is 30,000.
Okay, that one's out of my price range. I have 26,000 gold.
The party has that much gold, you're just carrying it.
Well, yes.
The thing is, crew.
It's my horde. Me alone.
They would need bigger crew as well.
I do
Yeah, and
I did take my 1,000 gold.
yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Remember, we're going off skilled hirelings for this.
How much gold is the platinum again?
10.
10.
Okay, so all right. Okay, so
Ignoring Electrum, it's all just in values of 10
Yeah.
for the next year out.
Ignoring Electrum, Electrum, because it's garbage.
I did exactly say that ignoring Electrum.
I know.
Okay, so functionally, I've got just under 2,000 gold personally. Plus, we have the other 2,000 from the 7,000 we just got, and then whatever everyone else has.
And then I have the spoils from the battle we had before, which is the 26,000 split up by 4.
Plus, what would the trade-in value of our current vessel be?
Oh, right. There's also that. You know, I never even thought about not having 2 ships.
I don't think we should split up.
I mean, there is
That much more crew.
negotiation to be done on that front too.
I don't
Right.
think we should split up, he says. Party currently split up.
I mean, that's a situation by situation basis. I mean, like on a more permanent basis, splitting us up into 2 ships is probably not the best idea.
We can also headcanon this. That is a crew you would have to hire as well.
Yeah, that's another crew. Like a whole ass crew. Instead of just getting like a few more hands, we need a whole ass crew.
Yeah. So
How much more crew is the warship compared to our current ship?
10.
yeah,
Unless we go to a galley, which is quite a bit.
Mouse vehicle.
I wouldn't mind getting a faster ship though.
Well, is it possible to upgrade the speed of our current ship? Because if upgrading to a whole new ship is just slightly beyond our means, then we can probably just power the hell up of our current ship.
The only thing I can think of is adding another sail, which I don't think you can actually technically do.
That requires so much more rigging because, like, a mast,
Yeah.
it doesn't just stop at your top deck, right?
Yeah, no.
It goes all like that is a.
That is
At
a
least like the mounting
month's
points
worth of
for a
work.
mast are installed like one. You have a hull, and then you put the mounts for the masts in.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Cool. Let me try and find this. You want a warship? Yeah, it would be an extra 10 crew, which would bring you up to 40 required total crew, including yourselves.
Yeah, so it sounds like upgrading that would take pretty much all of our money and then require more upkeep. So I think maybe we should just look at improving our current ship as much as we can.
There is trade-in, remember?
I do want to ask,
Yes.
do you still have that cursed orb from the elves, Ichi?
I have it. I'm not currently using it because I have maximum attunement with the other items.
I am going to be right back. I'll still be listening. I just need to quick bio.
I was going
Okay.
to ask, if the current plan is not to utilize that item, how much do you think you could get for that?
That's a good
That is
question.
a very potent magical item, after all.
True.
I also would like to well, I was thinking about like if we do decide to get cannons, I want to get like front mounted cannons like on the very very front of the ship, so that if we're directly pointing at something we could fire and
Yeah,
hit
I'm
the
thinking more
ship.
cannons. See if we can upgrade the hull so we can take a beating better. Upgrading the sails so we can sail better speeds, or whatever we can upgrade that will make the ship faster as well.
You ever watch a little show called Star Trek Voyager? Remember in the last couple episodes when they had armor? I want that.
Overkill. We had ballistas on the front of the ship.
Yeah. Oh well.
But
yeah.
we could always have more.
I mean, you're right. No, you're right. We could do stuff on the back of the ship then. So if we're being chased, we could fight. We can shoot cannons behind us.
I would highly suggest not using cannons for that particular aspect either. I would instead have powder kegs. Drop them off the back.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
Like, yeah, that's also not a bad idea.
Explosives as we go.
Those are also very like if we get shot, those powder kegs go off on our ship. I'm just thinking Sea of Thieves, like.
Yeah, but if they're on the top of a ship, that's fine. All that does is cause surface damage. You're not going to sink from that.
Yeah.
Plus, if they're on the top deck, they'd be easier to just push off the back as we go anyway.
You're going to have powder kegs anyway, because you need powder to fire your guns.
That's
yeah.
Also remember, magic exists.
Mm-hmm.
Magic cannons.
Ooh.
Magic bits of ship.
Cannons that shoot fireball spells.
I mean, that's just explosive shot, but...
No, cannons that shoot ray of frost that freeze the water in front of it, creating an iceberg.
Now there's a tactic.
Just Titanic the shit out of them.
Man, even like magic cannonballs. I almost just said magic balls.
Ooh, magic balls.
But here we
roll
go.
for pregnancy.
God damn it, overkill.
Okay, so
Anyway.
let's look into some upgrades for the current ship.
I think this might even be you guys discussed this week. You have money.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Sure.
There's also a fifth member of the party who is not currently present, who will probably just say, "You guys do whatever you want." But I mean, she should be
Probably.
part of the discussion.
I don't want to
So-
be. I don't want to. I don't want to have my decision. To be on the boat. I'm new here. Sorry, I'm just projecting Kiri.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, with all of that said, do we want to put call this session a little bit early here, but like you guys have money and you need to decide what you want to do with it.
That's what they're doing. What about?
Oh, right. You're going for a walk. Roll me a D100.
Also no, because I want to go get my shield.
That too.
Oh, right. Also that. So for the 64, as you are walking, you come to like. How much have I described Haven to you guys? It's like the general city layout.
I don't remember.
I pretty
Off
much
the top
Wonderful.
of my head, we don't know.
Wonderful. So Haven is a city that sits sort of like across a river. Majority of the city is north of the river. There's a bit south of it. This river is also like pretty darn wide. You see kids racing boats down the river out to the sea.
Cute.
Rowboats. Yeah.
You kids in your boats.
Do you want to interact in any way?
Well, I assume that was just in passing as he's walking along.
More or less. Yeah.
Be kind of weird for a random stranger to just walk up and talk to a bunch of kids running down the river. Just saying.
Anyway. Yeah, but just sort of like walking around the city in general. It's a pretty diverse city, all things considered. You see a wildly disproportionate, like most cities you've been in, there's like one area that is where all like temples would be. You also see smaller temples and chapels and such dedicated to Palor specifically in other places around the city. You do walk past an area that is sort of gated off and protected, and when you kind of add, like if you ask a little bit, or even just looking in with your martial knowledge, you see that is like a military district. That is like where the guards are quartered. Training happens there. The main barracks are there. Yeah, for the most part, the like central area of the city is. There's several like marketplaces, lots of just residential area, and right at the north end of the city is they call it the Gold Quarter. That's where the really rich, fancy people live. The palace is like get right up against the water in the Gold Quarter as well, sitting high on a cliff. Yeah. You also on an island, not terribly far out, connected via a long bridge. You see the Allminster Academy.
Oh, right. That.
We're gonna turn in the dragon head there.
Yeah. He's going to start heading towards that, but I know in character he wouldn't be aware that this had happened. I want to sort of swing through the square where we had that battle. See what's going on there.
That is right on the steps of like the main Pelorian Cathedral. Yeah, you walk through there. You see that the fountain is like cordoned off. And a large, they've actually like built a whole like scaffold structure around it that even like, so I guess you, Katsura, wouldn't see a fountain at all because it is entirely like obscured from view. Aside from that, though, like people are just kind of going about the daily business. The city moves on despite the tragedy that happened here. Really, like a 10-day ago, maybe not even.
Well, glad to see at least that part's been cleaned up. If the stories you guys told me weren't exaggerated somewhat.
And then you head to Ulminster Academy. I think I call it the Ulminster Academy of Applied Sciences. Really, magic in this world is a kind of science. Let's be honest here.
Applied Magistics.
Good try.
Yeah, it is like, for the most part, this is like wizard schools. There is a department that is for like the actual applied part of that applied sciences, which is more like artifice, like artificers, tinkerers, that sort of thing. People who are making magic items specifically beyond like etching stuff into a crystal, although they might even do some of that. You see that is like primarily divided into that, like the faculty of, what do I even want to call it? Yeah, faculty of artifice, and then the individual schools of like the schools of magic. There is not a school of war.
Fair enough.
And I know I am leaning on Marcus's knowledge of wizards and the schools of magic there. That just makes sense to me.
He's going to start asking around and saying, where would I offload something from some more fantastic creatures?
What kind of person are you trying to ask? Are you just asking like students that are around, that sort of thing?
Anyone who looks like they would know the rough layout.
Fair enough.
And who would be interested in what?
A few students like just give you the weirdest look. There's one individual you see who has like a bit of like a tool bag hanging on a strap. It's like, oh, the faculty of artifice would absolutely take any fantastical creatures you might have off of your hands. I know they're always looking for more things to work with and experiment with, and that sort of thing.
I have to just mention this fact. An extremely well-dressed dragonborn walking around with a cane, being followed by a frog with a backpack bigger than she is, offering fantastical creatures to random people in the magical school is just a very interesting thing to picture.
Yep.
You are correct. Oh, I kind of like. Oh yeah, it's a very interesting.
You basically showed up to a high school looking like you're there to perform in the gym.
Say, I have. Oh, I don't even have. I have priceless artifacts to sell someone here. Where do I take them?
So I'm gonna head towards the artificer's place.
Sure. You walk into like the main sort of like office building. If you were a student looking for office hours with your profs, this is where you'd find like their office. There's a receptionist
whoever looks like sort of the teacher-ish. Yes, there's a receptionist.
This is like an office building more than like where you would actually see the classes. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, fair.
And yeah, there's just like, is there something I can help you two with?
Yes, one moment. He's going to set his cane down for a moment and reach into Q's bag and pull the head out. Where should I take this?
Her eyes like.
And he said I would crude. Holy fuck!
Her eyes like the whole time she's like,
this poor secretary.
ooh.
Paid enough for
eyes just like boggle. Oh, What? This is a green dragon head?
Yes. His name
Okay.
is Vondrax, by the way.
Okay.
That's like offering a bunch of frogs to a high school science class to dissect and telling them what their names were.
Almost.
This one is named Zit. This one is named
Rash.
Rash.
You might want to take that to Professor Fizzlespark.
Out of character.
If you-
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I immediately clocked that.
Yep.
Oh man.
They are the Tinkerer race, okay? Don't judge me. Professor Fizzlespark, if you go down this hallway, take a right, and then all the way up in the head, follow the sound of explosions.
Fair enough.
She says that with a perfectly straight face as well.
It's an everyday thing for them.
Yeah, as if she's telling you where to find the bathroom. Like, just so on the right you'll find the bathroom. On the left,
On the left, there are explosions.
yes. So following those, so do you now just walk with the dragon head in hand?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. You get
Oh,
more
God.
looks of like, what the fuck is going on? You pass a few groups of students like discussing, like just having, and like a few are like animated conversation about what they might have just heard from a prof. You see two, like you pass two who are walking out. One of them is holding. It looks like a little like spider creature, or like spider.
Lick it.
What?
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Lick it.
What
Um,
the fuck,
it-
Overkill?
It looks like a little little like almost robot thing in their hand that looks like a
That
spider.
was a Baldur's Gate 3 reference, by the way.
Oh, like the spider.
You licked it. A spider. You licked it.
I didn't see that
was
scene.
A dead spider.
Spoilers, Temple of Scar.
Yeah, to the Temple of Shar.
Overkill, I think it's very telling that neither of the other two people who've actually played that knew what the fuck you were talking about until you said that.
Yeah.
Why did you
Oh,
lick the spider, Overkill?
Because
Well,
it's
I actually knew about it. I'll come to his
Anyway,
defense this time.
a little like it's like a spider type droid, I'm gonna say, like spider construct. Seems to have it's like the back of it is just like fried, almost seems to have exploded outward. And then you make your way through the hallways. Pretty quickly, you start to hear like quiet pops with like a sizzling sort of noise after, and then you hear a voice sort of cursing. What languages do you speak, Katsuro?
Common, Draconic, and Giant.
Okay, in a language you don't know, you hear what is very clearly cursing, even if you don't know the specific words.
Probably won't hear it over the sound of explosions, but I'm going to walk up to whatever door is that's behind and knock on it with the head of the cane.
I thought you were about to say a knock on it with the head of the dragon.
Splat, splat, splat.
The door melts.
By the way, I think this is about the spider thing, but Kiyoshi in the chat says, I've not seen that part yet, but I know it.
Yep, that'll be with the spider. Don't worry, that's not till Act 2. We'll get there. Anyway, you knock with the head of the cane, and you wait a couple moments. The explosion, you hear another like pop. And now in Giant, you hear, God fucking damn it! I can't get the balances right here. Oh. I assume you would probably knock again, right?
Louder.
Thump, 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 thump. Oh, yes.
If you
And,
didn't answer that time, I was going to impact the door open.
I use
you
unarmed strike
get
on the
this?
door.
This door is like reinforced.
He's a monk. He can do it.
Because of the explosions.
You hear a loud thunk and the door swings open. You see a door maybe like just shy of 4 feet high, rail thin, hair everywhere. Big pair like welding goggles on his eyes. What can I help you with?
I was told you might be interested in this.
Ooh, that is something. He lifts one of the lenses of the goggles, and the other one like in like wide like a gem cutter lens slides down. It's like, adult green dragon.
Yes.
I see. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. He ushers you into his office. The door. He swings the door shut. He doesn't bolt it. You see in this room, there's a desk that is like piled with papers, but the papers aren't pointed at like the large chair side. The rest of the room is either scorched or covering papers as well. There's several workbenches. It's a larger space than you would expect just for an office. It seems like this also works as a second. It works as a workshop as well. At one end, you see a bank of very heavily used tools of every size and shape and potential use you can really think of pertaining to this guy's craft. It is like walking into an auto garage where every single wrench and socket set is up on the wall. You see stools and benches and a crater in the floor that is starting to looks like it's starting to like repair itself slowly as you walk in.
In Giant, he's going to ask, so, is that what you were cursing about?
Yes, I'm trying to make a conducted energy charge that can make a hole through something. I've already told my neighbor downstairs to expect it to happen. He can clearly hear that things are happening. I just can't seem to get the balance up, and he launches into the longest string of technobabble. It's like setting a neurodivergent person off on a huge info dump in a language you don't understand. You can tell, like, some of the words are clearly giant words, but in between them are technical terms that get into such minute detail that you're not sure. I'm just
Out of character, Alex should have been here.
Yeah. I need my notepad. Where is it? I need to keep my desk more organized, and I say this, I think, literally every time we play D&D. Or just about.
Almost.
Anyway, yes, we're not here to talk about the about directed charges and explosions. I would very much like to take a look at this. What brings it in here for me today?
Well, some friends of mine decided to slay this thing and happened to... that's not too important. We don't really know. I don't even know why they decided to keep the head, but we're making some use of it too. So we're bringing it here. This is where we were told someone would be interested in this thing.
So are you selling this here?
I'm willing to sell it to you or take something in trade. It's entirely up to you how you decide to go about this.
What sort of trade items would you be looking for?
Well, we do spend a lot of time on the sea, so some form of explosive.
Ooh.
Perhaps some improved cannons.
He sort of one moment. He sort of toddles. He like walks off to a very full bookshelf of very well worn journals. And he pulls out a couple. It comes back with 3. Sets them down. Flips to like a page pretty far back in the first one. Opens it up, and you see sketched out in pretty large detail is a. It looks like a cannon with a huge, like both the main breech, like the breech at the back of it, as well as the like mouth of the cannon, are quite large. And it sits angled quite high. He says, "Well, we have mortars." Pulls up the next one, flips it open. We have things that might help if you have to get a little bit closer. And thumbs down a book. You see, it's a cannon. There's a very small, like muzzle, and you can see a grappling hook, like what is clearly a grappling hook sticking out of it. So, and then last, you say around the shield. If you're looking for cannon, you're probably getting into combat all the time, correct?
Yes.
Do you want to protect your ship?
I didn't catch what that was.
Protection. Do you want to protect your ship? I know weight can be an issue when you're getting into, traveling, and you might not always want something like this around. But oh wait, do you happen to know where we can find the rest of that? He points to the green dragon head.
Oh, absolutely. I know that place very well.
Well, if you and your companions can bring that corpse to me, I might have something that you would very, very much enjoy. And he flips to like the last page of the third journal, and you see almost written on across all kinds of like technical workings in just common script: air manipulation and conduction engine.
Air manipulation.
That would be very handy.
Were we just talking earlier about what condition the rest of the body was left in?
If you can bring me that body, I can get you one of these.
Oh, I'm not the captain of the ship, but I will definitely inform them that this is a very valuable trade you are offering for that body. But I want to ask, do you have anything that would be more useful sort of in the immediate area of the ship? Because quite often things tend to just appear either very close to or on our ship.
What was I said? Air manipulation conduction engine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. Neat. Yeah. Well, obviously, Bartha here is not exactly used where that thump goes the first journal. Kind of flips through the second one a little bit, and like, Are the threats from above the water or under the water?
I believe from what they've told me, they typically are above the water. The most recent one that I've personally experienced, he says, sort of motioning to wherever the bite mark from the last thing was very much under the water.
Ah, I see. He flips back a couple pages in the second journal. This would take a little while to install, but it might help waterborne attacks on your ship. And you see electroconductive defense grid.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's equal parts reinforcement of the hull of the ship as well as anything underwater that gets too close. We'll learn quite quickly why that was a bad idea. Are you aware of the properties of lightning?
Yes, of course. I'm going to hold one hand up and activate the elemental flow a little bit.
Okay. All right. Imagine that under your entire ship. Anything comes too close, zap.
I can definitely see value in this.
Neat.
And then I'm coming up with so much bullshit like.
I did not come here to get gold, by the way, Matsu. I came here to get some cool shit.
All good. I'm just gonna have to actually stat out these things. So now, are any of these what you had in mind? I understand you say you're not the captain. You can't just make the decision today. By the same token, I'm not expecting you to leave your friend here with me. Just want to make sure you have all of the options.
Those are definitely, that and the engine are definitely things we are interested in. If you would like to meet the rest of our crew, we are staying at the Shales Rest Inn.
All right.
There you can meet the two people who, I suppose, own the vessel. The two people of the original crew. We've had some rough times recently.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that we can come to an agreement that helps offset those some. Would you? I will let you go discuss with them. I may come and find you after my office hours are finished. Perhaps.
Well.
I often lose track of time. I need to get the balances of these, and Technobabble commences again.
In the middle of it, I'm going to interrupt and say, well, I can see you're busy. I'm sure you're aware that if I keep this in the bag of holding, it will be kept preserved enough for you to make use of.
Yes, of course. The rest of it will probably need some assistance in not degrading too far before you get it here. Let me talk to some of my, if you decide to go that route, let me discuss just with some of my my colleagues on what we can do about that.
All right.
But yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you. I didn't get your name.
Oh, yes, pleasure to meet you. Turn off the electricity on my hands first. I'm going to reach a hand out to shake his hand. Councilor
with the taser.
He reaches up and shakes your hand and says, "Again, it has been a pleasure to meet you. And you, my dear, something tells me it wouldn't be smart to shake her hand, correct?"
She's wearing gloves, so you won't get sick.
Thank you. He shakes Kiri's hand as well after she introduces herself.
When you come to the Shale's Rest, if I am not present, look for a man named Simon Theodore.
I will do that. Thank you. And yeah.
Leave back to the Shale's Rest, because I'm assuming that was several hours of walking.
Yeah. Yeah, you wandered a bunch. And there's like, oh, right, the dragon head. Cool. Korrath, you want to get your shield. Overkill.
What's up?
You want to get your shield.
Yes.
He checks right out of that whole
I took my headphones off literally as you were like talking, so that I could cough. And like the second I put my headphones on, you're like overkill, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
Are you sleeping in class again, young sir?
Maybe.
All right. So you head back to George's.
Yes.
Knock.
I knock on the door.
Comes to the door. He's got welding mask up above his like up raised, but like on his head. He's like, yes, Korrath, correct?
Yes, that's me.
Right. Okay. Come in. Who went with Korrath?
There was just, I think Simon was the only one that came with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was curious to see how this played out. I just fully imagine in my head, you knock on the door, it opens, fire shoots out the door. Ha!
Explodes.
So you walk into the workshop, and you see your shield, and then trailing off of it is the like feed hose, but you see rings on the hose that you might slide your arm through. It's like, I believe I've done it. I assume you wanted the flame to come out of your figurehead's mouth.
Yes.
I got you. So, when you are holding the shield, he actually brings it over to you and has you pick up the shield as you would normally. Starts like affixing all of the loops around your arm. If you're holding the shield, you'll see above your hand there's a button. Press that button while you're wearing the pack, and it will fire. Come to the backyard.
Okay.
You go to the backyard, there's a whole bunch of burned grass.
I see you've been practicing.
It's fun.
New weapon tutorial.
I did, at one point, something exploded and it got really hot and it hurt. So, I mean, be careful. But go ahead. One second. He walks into like a shed in the backyard and brings out what is very clearly a target dummy. That is like a scarecrow with no clothes. So it's just like sacks of straw tied to a stake. It's like, go ahead. Flips the welding mask down.
You should probably not stand behind the thing.
Oh yeah, he like walks over with you. Flips the welding mask down. Like, go.
What am I rolling?
So if I remember right, it's not like it's a saving throw. You don't roll anything.
Oh, right. It is a saving throw.
Scarecrow saving throw.
It doesn't.
If it's a dex save, an inanimate object don't get one.
Yo, the Pyro Converger. DC
Roll a
13
d10.
saving throw.
DC what?
You roll a d10.
Yeah. The higher number of times you've used it since the last long rest total is 11 or higher.
How many times is it tested then?
That's true.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. It doesn't explode, but it does get real warm.
Ooh,
However,
toasty.
there is a gout of flame from your shield.
Oh yes, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
Incinerate.
This is exactly what I wanted. I want to be able to defend and attack.
I just want to explain my thought process for what I just did there. I was thinking, okay, it's 4d6. I'm going to roll this damage. The max possible roll on this is 24, and I rolled 2d4. Anyway, you dealt 20 damage to an inanimate object that had 4 HP. Nice.
Toasty.
The living flamethrower now has a slightly hotter flamethrower.
Yeah, but I can use my living flamethrower more than once a long rest.
You can.
It's your proficiency bonus?
+1.
+1.
Okay, so more than twice a day.
3 times.
Proficiency bonus is 3 at this point.
3 times. Oh, right.
Your proficiency bonus is 4 at this level.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I can do it 5 times.
Yeah. And using
more
this
fire.
flamethrower 5 times in a day gets risky.
That's me. That's me right there. That is me.
Behind
As
the shield.
that is definitely me.
I do think if you get that malfunction again, it might make the shield too hot to use.
I have a second shield for that.
But we'll see what happens. Essentially, Overkill, what I'm saying is, well wielded, it is a shield that has the flamethrower effect. If you get the explosion, the shield is effectively under the heat metal spell.
Ooh. I could throw it on somebody.
It's strapped to your arm. Shields are not that easy to take off.
It takes a full minute to doff a shield. No, it's an action to doff it, but it's also strapped to your whole arm. This one takes a full minute to doff. And because of heat metal, you have disadvantage on like all the things while in contact with it.
I wonder if I have heat metal, can I pin someone against the wall with the shield?
Here's the thing.
Like just burn him.
The thing is, the straps that are strapped around his arm are not metal, correct?
Correct, but the shield itself is.
Yeah, but it could just be a case of he's not holding onto it with his hand, it's just dangling loose from his arm.
He would still have disadvantage on the things.
Okay.
He's just not taking damage at that point. Imagine having like, how heavy is a basic shield?
It's pretty heavy. It's a big tower shield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking up the weight of a shield here, and I'm going to like double it for a tower shield.
Yeah. It goes from kneecap to the top of scalp. So
yeah,
fucking heavy.
Pretty big.
It's a big boy shield.
Yeah. And I have 2 of them.
Yep. Shield is under armor. Cool. A shield is 6. So like that's 12 pounds hanging off of your arm, but that you're not holding.
Yeah.
That is both unwieldy and like just gonna weigh that arm down.
I would modify it so that it's like the straps from like Captain America's shield, where you can slide it in and out, but
where's your fuel tube going?
Considering this is now already modified to be harder to remove, that's not going to exactly be an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Raven's in the chat saying those are magnetic. I assume referring to Captain America.
I mean, they were in the latest one, yes, but like the other ones, he had like 2 straps that he like literally wrenched on in one of the movies. I can't remember what movie it was. I think it was the original Captain America movie.
Well, yeah, because they wouldn't have the magnets for like.
Yeah.
And I don't. Did he throw it in First Avenger?
He did.
Okay.
He's thrown in every movie he's been in.
Yeah.
It's kind of his whole thing.
So,
Captain Frisbee.
All right. And with that, I think we're getting pretty close to the end here, huh?
he says 400 gold. I think seems fitting for what I've done here.
I give him 450.
Appreciate it, my friend. He does like give you a quick rundown on like how the basic work, like the things that exploded earlier today. He tells you like how he fixed them. Essentially, I'm saying like you can fix your pyro converger if it blows up. To explain the like take a long rest, it's good to go again.
You now know how specifically your flamethrower works.
Yep.
Sweet.
It is an action to activate. So you kind of like got to brace it, whatever, to really get the full effect of the fire. It's
now I have to
pyro
get a gif
converger.
of like the pyro from TF2.
Oh yes, the best class. I will hear no arguments.
No, sniper with the bow and arrow. I don't give a fuck.
I still have vivid memories of having all of my friends on the enemy team pinned inside their spawn base with just me on heavy.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Anyways,
I am heavy weapons guy.
Good luck.
anyways, we should wrap up.
Yeah. All right. At that, you eventually take your newfound flamethrower that you are now walking through the streets of Haven just with it strapped to your arm. You get back to the inn. Yeah. And you're all set. I think that is where we're going to wrap up.
I would have informed Simon of the potentially impending meeting with the guy. So
Yeah. Sounds good. I have my notes. Let me
In
go
other
there
news,
and do
remember at the start of the session when I said that I got a potential fraud call?
Yeah.
They left a message on my machine, and the message on the machine just says "fuck you."
Fun.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching this episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea. I hope you guys have enjoyed what was a lot of RP and me pulling magic items out of my ass.
before we end, I
Yeah.
want to mention one thing. I know this wasn't in the start of the video because I said it before we started actually going live, but I have successfully dungeoned the dragon.
What about dragoning the dungeon?
Wow.
We do that every time.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So yeah. Again, thanks everyone for watching. Itchy. Right. Dingle the Bingle. Like, subscribe, comment, feed the algorithm, all the things.
Yeah.
Tell me how I fucked up DMing. Please do it. I won't read it, but do it.
Hashtag comments for Lane, but you know, usual.
We didn't level up. What do you mean? That's how you fucked up. We didn't level
Oh,
up.
yeah, did we level up?
Oh, there you go.
At the end of every session, you have to ask, right? Did we level up?
No, you did not. All right.
But we had so many social interactions. That gives XP, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we played
What
milestones.
We completed a major quest.
That was a side quest, buddy.
Yeah, this is we haven't
Killing
done
Finch
anything
was a
in the
side
major
quest?
for a while.
The
Yeah.
main quest is to find the fucking moonstone, whatever it is.
Well, yeah, and we're gonna work on the fucking MacGuffin shit next.
Are you sure? Are you sure we're not going to go fetch the dragon corpse for upgrades to the ship?
I guess we have to do that now.
Oh, sweet! We gotta go meet. We're gonna meet up with the kobolds again.
We get to go to Tisbaga fucking again. Don't mind us, just stealing the remainder of the corpse of your master we barbecued. That'll go well.
What the fuck are they gonna do? We killed their boss.
And most of them, if not all of them,
the bones of their dragon.
we mulched most, if not all of them, as well.
Oh no!
R.I.P.
Mulch! I need him.
Always in our hearts.
And on the floor.
And over there, and over there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Ixie Studios on Twitch and YouTube. I think Raven's gonna be streaming something. I saw him post a thing.
We're playing Marvel Rivals in like 5 minutes.
Fun.
In 7 minutes ago.
I might join.
7 minutes ago.
I might join, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom first.
Okay.
Well,
Bye,
I hope you all
everyone.
have fun.
Bye!
Bye!